The prophecy states that Blade, Strider, and Chewie are all going to lead this colony off of this Rimworld and into space so that we can colonize a new happy glitter world. At least that's the idea. So our goal continues to be to raise these children to adulthood safely so that they can get us the hell out of here. Funny thing, though, is that Blade's mom is actually a slave. So it's asking us if we want Blade to remain a slave. But I think we shall free our new prophet daughter, the chosen one. We have lots of pigs and dead bodies to feed the pigs to help our children grow. And we also have lots of polar bears and wolves to defend our colony now, which is nice. This guy's like, oh shit, 2 polar bears. He's like, I was not expecting that, bro. I was just breaking down this wall and then all of a sudden a bunch of polar bears and wolves started attacking me. These are Neanderthals though. I think they might be trying to get revenge for when I stole 2 of their people and then took their ovaries and impregnated it with a hybrid species in order to create the next generation of glitter world leaders. Earlier, Starboy had thrown his Vertigo Psylink at them, which is why they're all puking now. They're like, dude, I was getting attacked by a polar bear, and then I got really dizzy and started throwing up, and people were shooting me in the back of the head. That was not a good raid, bro. Where's Kybrix? He's taking care of the children. That's good. He was like, I'm going to sit this one out. I think you guys got this. You have enough bears and wolves to fight them off. They definitely got messed up, though. We got to take care of our animals, or we're not going to have any left for very long. We got the animal hospital going on down here. It does improve my doctoring, though, so we get a lot of bandaging skills. We are going to need some help, though, in this colony. We have lots of dead bodies to pick up now. So we asked the Fallen Empire to send us 4 Neanderthal workers. And luckily we have nice beds and barracks for them. Onasan and Daishin decide to get married after the workers show up, so of course our colonists were like, hey, you want to join us? Although Onasan is like busy playing pool while her husband is waiting for her. Yay! They already have a kid because we forced them to procreate by taking her ovary out and inseminating it in a petri dish, but that's okay. Now they can live together in their own bed like normal people. We do have a lot of rebuilding that needs to happen with these spike traps. And we're doing pretty good. We got some crops set up. It's summertime. We got a lot of pigs. There's lots of dead bodies, but that's okay. I was talking about this in the last video, but one of the reasons why it's nice to raise your own children, especially if you have a lot of colonists that have high social skills, is because you get to choose their traits and they become excellent people. Like Kybrix is a quick sleeper, tough, and steadfast, and little bro KB is steadfast, a fast walker, and tough, and those are my first 2 children. So I was able to train them well, and their skills are super high. They're both great doctors, all because we raised them from birth. That's why I don't want to throw these 3 kids in the vat. They'd grow up and just be like mindless idiots that never experienced the world and don't know anything. My next goal is to attack this steel mining site. It's ran by the pigs, though, so we got to be careful. They're well armored. I use my animal call to draw in a couple deer so that the 2 deer can actually tank for me. The key is we got to shoot down this guy with the grenades, because the pigs like to rush you and throw grenades at you and disrupt your whole setup. So right now they're throwing grenades at the deer, so that's nice. The deer are doing a great job tanking. And they're having to funnel through this marsh, which also worked as a natural sort of Thermopylae for us. We were able to like keep them all in this choke point. Then they started fleeing, and the bears and wolves were like, free bacon, yeah. What's in this door? A bunch of pig beds. What's in this door? All the steel we came for. Nice. I think my colonists are hungry. They're eating the pigs' meals. But eventually they're going to do something a little worse, and they're going to actually sleep in the dirty pigs' beds. We wanted to stick around a little while so that we could get all the steel, over 1,400 steel we got off that raid. Unfortunately, when we got back, our hay had blighted, which sucks because we need that for the winter. Some of the animals do come back and eat a little bit of the blighted hay, though, which is funny. And our second child, Strider, has come into the world. He will definitely remain a tribesman. He's half Neanderthal and half Yatkin. So I imagine Strider will have some pretty unique life ahead of him. Strider seems very tough. Low pain, high strength, high melee damage, heat and cold tolerant. We got to get this school set up, though, so that we can train them appropriately, because this school down here is kind of dumb. It's stuck in the hallway, so we're going to make this really nice school near Starboy's throne room. That way our children can grow up to be just amazing leaders. Unfortunately, we got to fight this raid off, though, before that happens. This raid comes with 34 people on the western side of the map, and another 33 people on the eastern side of the map. So they're attacking from two directions, and they have 67 humans that are about to rush us. They're trying to overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I brought all my defenses inside with the hopes that I'd force them through the kill box into my turret sort of line of fire, and then I would just stack up on them as they came out of the kill box. I have a big issue, though, is I hear them shooting arrows at something. It's actually Trev they're shooting arrows at. And they end up kidnapping him. No! They're taking my boy. Trev was one of the first colonists that joined this, like in the first year the colony was alive. They actually take him, but 2/3 of the group decide that's good enough. We got him, we're out. And they actually leave the map because they're satisfied that they got Trev. And only, I think, about 1/3 of them rushed the kill box. I'm real curious how this would have played out if they didn't kidnap Trev and a bunch of them leave. Because they make it pretty deep into the kill box. I mean, if all 67 of them rushed it, there would be a lot of people in here that I'd have to shoot. So, in some ways, our colonists are kind of thankful that they took Trev. Because it stopped us from, getting overpowered. In other ways, obviously, he was one of our first people, so it is a little bit frustrating. Trev was also one of our main farmers, so we're going to have to adjust from a farming standpoint. I'm hoping in the future that we get a quest where we can recover him. If so, we're definitely going to put all our assets into trying to get him back. But for now, we're going to have to make do without him. I think that's part of life on the Rim, and the 3 children are learning a harsh lesson. It's dangerous outside the walls.